Hey everyone. So I wanted to share a little bit of a story with you. This is one of those videos that you really want to stick around to the end of the video just to hear everything. You really want to get the full picture of what took place yesterday and basically some advice that I gave this teenager. So yesterday I was on my way home, and as I'm pulling up to the house, there is this teenager walking down the street, pushing a lawnmower and carrying a weed eater and a couple of gas cans. And so he sees me pull into my driveway, and he turns around and he comes back. As I'm getting out of my truck, he walks up to the house and he asked me if he could mow my yard. Now, I get people coming through all the time about, hey, we want to, be your lawn company. We want to service, your yard. Can we give you a price? But this kid was a little bit different. He was, just walking down the street, pushing a lawnmower, no car, no trailer, no nothing. I mean, he was pushing a lawnmower and carrying his supplies with him. And I'm like, well, I decided to give him a chance. And so I walked him around the property, and have you know, if you can see it or not, but there's water in the background. So we have a pretty big backyard, and two sides of our property backs up to water. And so we have a large corner lot on a lake. And so I showed him around the property. I said, listen, this is what I'm looking for. I need to have this and this and this done. Would you be up to the challenge? And he said, sure. I said, well, what are you looking for? How much are you looking to make? And he gave me a price, and I'm like, that's pretty low. But then again, he's only 16 years old. And, at this point, people are, when they're 16, they're, money's big for them right now, right? So, so I decided to go ahead and hire him. And I said, I'm taking a chance on you here that you're going to do a good job. Because the guy is, he's hustling. He's out there and he's hustling. He's trying to make a difference and trying to, make some extra money. And he told me the story that his parents was like, we don't have the money to buy that thing for you that you're wanting me to, why don't you go grab the lawnmower and go out there and see if you can find someone to cut their yard and, pay for that yourself, because we don't have the money to pay for it. And so that's what he did. He took the lawnmower out the house and he went down the street to see who he could cut. Now, I ended up giving the kid a little bit more than he asked for. That's because I asked for a lot. I said, well, I need this and this and this done, and would you be willing to do it? And he gave me a price, and if he was just mowing the yard, that'd be one thing. But I didn't ask him that. I asked him for other stuff, and I gave him more. And he was happy with that. And so far, and he's not done yet, because like I said, this is a big property. There's a lot to have to mow, especially when you're push mowing it. I've done it before, but it's, for a 16-year-old to push mow this size of a yard, I'm waiting for the complaints to come. Oh, I'm tired, I can't do it, but he didn't. He kept doing it. So he's not done yet. But the point is, so far what he's been doing has worked out really well. And I apologize if the phone is shaking. I'm on my phone right now, and I don't have my tripod in front of me. So anyway, he's been cutting the yard, and he's come back today to do some more. And he's doing a good job so far. So in the course of talking to him yesterday and hearing his story, I gave him some advice. And it was business advice related to business and some money. And things that I kind of wish I had learned at 16. I just didn't know. It's just is what it is, right? Are you doing this as a hobby, as something to do for fun, or to make some extra money? Or are you doing it as a business? And he said he's doing it as a business. And so I said, well, let me give you some business advice, and what you do with that advice is up to you, but at least let me give you something. And I was giving him the advice, and I'll tell you what it is in a second, is the reasons that the lawnmower that he was using, the lawnmower, it was just not, it wasn't performing well. I mean, it's cut the yard, it's done the job, but it's not performing well. And he's hustling, he's trying, he's working hard for the money. And so I said, take some of the money that I'm going to give you and put aside, a third or a half of all the money you make from cutting yards. Spend one half of it on yourself, because you can do that, because you don't have any bills or anything like that. But the other half, go save up and pay cash for a brand new lawnmower. A brand new lawnmower. I said that lawnmower is going to be much more sufficient. It's going to be, a bigger lawnmower, maybe that will cut, a little bit more grass at one time. It'll run better. You'll be able to move quicker. As time is money. So I gave him the advice of going out and buying a lawnmower. This is after you do that, then at that point, you can, invest in other things into your business, or create other assets to help you make more money in your business as well too. So basically, I told him to initially to go out and invest in another lawnmower. Pay, get a brand new one. Get a nice, new, good lawnmower. And then after that, start finding ways to help him create more income. And he's only 16, so I really didn't want to go into a lot of detail on that. I just didn't want him spending every dime that he makes cutting yards and just blowing it. And I also did not want to tell this kid to go into debt or borrow money to go out and borrow money from parents or friends or family. For a lawnmower. I mean, lawnmowers, they're not cheap. And for a 16-year-old, it's a lot of money. And so, but I wanted to, if he's willing to hustle, if he's willing to do the work to go out there and create income, then why not say, listen, here's how I would budget that money so that you can go out there and create another piece of asset that'll help you make more money, meaning another lawnmower. Once he has the lawnmower, I said, listen, even keeping a little bit of something on the side in inventory, extra oil or extra gas, because when he first got to my house here to cut my yard, I had to give him $5 because he had no gas. So I gave him the $5 to help him walk to the end of the street to the gas station to put gas in the gas cans and walk back home. I'm back here to my house. So my point is, that was the first thing I gave him, was, besides the lawnmower, put a few dollars aside and create some inventory. Have some quarts of oil, because he was out of oil. His lawnmower didn't have any oil in it. I'm like, you can't run on no oil. So, so those are the things that, little stuff, just little things. I'm trying to give him some advice and help him out. So he's been doing good. He's been doing good. The yard's getting done. It's looking nice. He's working hard for it. And so, do me a favor. If there's someone out there that you know of that could use this information for them, maybe they're young too, maybe they're in their teens or early 20s, and they're trying to find some creative ways of generating some income when they don't really have much to work with, share this video with that person. Just share with them, okay? That's all you have to do. Maybe put it on your Facebook page, right? And so, I would appreciate that. And obviously, it would mean a lot to me if you would go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, a like, because the YouTube algorithm will actually recommend this video to other people as well. So give the video a thumbs up, and I would appreciate that as well. And we're putting out more content to the channel. Be sure to subscribe as well. More business, personal finance, and investing. But I wanted to share the story with you. And like I said, I'm only doing it because I appreciated the hustle for him, and I appreciated the fact that he was willing to, to do what he needed to do to make some extra money. To him, it was saving up to buy a particular item. And I'm hoping that he follows the advice of not spending the whole thing. Don't spend the entire amount of money on items that have no future value, right? So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like I said, like, comment if you will, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.